Well, well, Volume 1 of Demon Slayer was a wild ride. Welcome, everyone. I'm Emerald Dreams, and welcome back, my lovely nerds. So, I have a new format where I'll be reviewing these mangas by volume. Because, well, it'll be much easier for me this way because doing it by volume instead of by chapter will be less time consuming for me, and as well, I can pump out a little bit more content for you guys. So, with that being said, oh boy, did this first volume of Demon Slayer have many twists and turns. So, this will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, leave now. If you don't mind, let's get this show on the road. So, Tanjiro is an annoying little shit in the first chapter, but hey, it's understandable why he is so whiny, yet I still have to dock some points for that. Not because it was bad, but it was a little overbearing with the self-doubt in the first chapter. Like, I don't mind self-doubt, yet throughout this whole first volume, it was present, and it got annoying really fast. Yes, I understand his family was slaughtered by a demon, yet his sister was spared and turned into one. And she isn't like most demons. Nezuko seems almost like she is aware of who she is, and I really love that. Yet she does lose control at some point in the volume, which I liked a lot because it shows not even someone that is self-aware of being a demon can have full control. It shows that even she that seems to be in control can lose control. Tanjiro is a character I do like. He seems to be so determined throughout the whole first volume to save his sister and become stronger, which I love. Yet he doesn't succeed right off the bat, which is why I like him as a protagonist. Because unlike most protagonists, he seems to achieve it through pure emotion, which on one hand it is well refreshing, yet on the other hand can come off as plot armor. And if people bring up the plot armor point, I really can't blame them. Then we have to talk about the first guy Tanjiro encounters. This guy is an asshole, and I don't like him in the slightest, yet he seemed to get through to Tanjiro in some weird way by simply insulting him. As well, Nezuko protects Tanjiro, and the guy seems to think differently of them, and I can't say it could be because Nezuko isn't like most demons. It could be because Tanjiro wants to save Nezuko. Again, the reason I really can't answer. But at this point is where I get absorbed by this first volume. Tanjiro wants to avenge his family, as well to save and cure his sister. So he is sent on a quest to find a man, and the man, when Tanjiro finds him, is a man with a mask on. And this man is, well, another asshole, yet in a way I want to help you way. He challenges Tanjiro to work hard, like go through trials, and the journey Tanjiro goes through is just so well written, and the pacing is beautiful. Tanjiro goes from a boy that was weak to one that has become strong and aware of his surroundings. There were so many moments in this first volume, and the part where I thought he was either going to be crushed or die, yet this kid is so determined. His determination is so refreshing, and I love it. Then it's the slicing of the boulder part, and Tanjiro goes through so much hell with this damn boulder. He struggles so much with this part, and I really felt sorry for him. Like, I love him as a character already, and this rarely happens ever. Like, yes, I love other characters, yet it usually takes a while for me to like them. To love them as a character. Yet this kid as a character I love, and this says a lot. Then a girl and a boy appear and seem to be trying to help Tanjiro. And here is the first big plot twist of a few in this first volume. The two kids train Tanjiro. They train him to be better with his blade, more badass. Tanjiro becomes one with his blade, which I love. He understands how to use his blade properly now. Then the impossible happens. He cuts through the boulder. Yet Tanjiro thought the whole time he was training with the girl and the boy. Yet in reality, he was training with two ghosts, or spirits. At least this is what I think is happening here. It may not be spirits, yet I think they are ghosts and wanted to help Tanjiro slice through the boulder, because they saw potential in him. Then after he cuts the boulder in half, the guy with the mask tells him he is being sent to the final selection. What the old man isn't telling Tanjiro is he is being sent to his death, most likely. Oh, as well, Tanjiro does some pretty badass techniques in the first volume. This I won't spoil, they are too cool to spoil. So Tanjiro, at some point in this volume, fights a demon that is eating humans. I do believe that's what's happening. Tanjiro doesn't seem to know how to kill said demon for good, yet Nezuko does her best to protect Tanjiro. And let's just say things get really intense in this sense. The sun killed the demon, and well, this was a great death to see, in my opinion. Then during the final selection, we see more demons fighting, and well, then being killed, and here is where the kicker happens. Tanjiro sees a big monster that is a demon. And well, let's just say this thing seems to know the guy with the mask on, as well as his students. And then names the little girl and the boy to a T, which upsets Tanjiro. Yet, what gets me is this guy that put Tanjiro through all this knew this thing was here and sent Tanjiro to his death anyway, which maybe that's not the case here, but it comes off that way. And this is how I feel at the moment. The monster is explaining what happened to the girl and the guy. And then this volume ends with Tanjiro trying to kill the thing and the monster planning on killing Tanjiro. And it ends on a cliffhanger, which left me wanting more. So yes, this first volume was so good. And you bet your ass I'm going to read volume 2. Now let's talk about the good and the nitpicking. This first volume of Demon Slayer is, well, so damn good. From beginning to end. It is paced so well. Even though Tanjiro gets on my nerves with how whiny he is, that is a minor complaint in this first volume. The overall arc itself is masterfully done. As well, it's so good and overall just good. The characters are great. As well, they give a sense of who is this and this guy is an asshole. But not so much where I hate them. Yet, I am interested to see where this is going to go. Like, where is it going to lead? I hope Volume 2 is just as good. But until then, will I recommend Volume 1? Hell yes, I would. It's great, awesome, and just overall an awesome story as of right now. So, what is my rating for Demon Slayer Volume 1? 4.5 Demon Swords out of 5. Until the next review, everyone, stay nerdy, read manga, and never stop being you. Bye, my lovely nerds.